YouTube. Stop staring at me. Today I'm going to talk about something while partaking in some watermelon. Fun fact, I've actually almost eaten a whole watermelon by myself over the span of 3 days. Yeah. I'm okay. Now, I'm going to be talking about something called synesthesia. What is synesthesia, you might ask? Well, synesthesia is basically a fancy name for crosstalk in the brain. Basically, one sensation is stimulated in the brain, another sensation or cognitive pathway is also involuntarily and automatically triggered. Now, you're probably a little confused if you didn't get all that, so here are a few examples. Take grapheme color synesthesia. This is where writing such as letters or numbers involuntarily triggers a sensation of colors. So say you're reading something, well, if you had grapheme color synesthesia, this is what it would look like. Pretty awesome, huh? You're jelly. Other types include having the sensation of colors whenever you hear musical notes or chords, or numbers having like distinct personalities, or words or numbers causing complete pictures to be experienced. In fact, there are estimated to be over 60 distinct and different types of synesthesia, and as many as 1 in 23 people have it, so it's actually really common. As you've probably guessed, I'm one of those people who has synesthesia, but I don't see colors whenever I hear music, and I don't see colors whenever I read something. One of my synesthetic experiences is sound and touch based. So, whenever I hear a musical chord or a note, I tend to experience a distinct shape and texture associated with it. The shapes usually come with chords, and it's pretty basic, so like whenever I hear a major chord, just like a regular 1-3-5 one, it's square. And just a regular old minor chord, it's a circle. Pretty easy, right? It gets a little more complicated whenever you start adding in more notes to the chords themselves, and you use like suspended chords or, you know, like crazy chords, but the shapes always remain unchanged. In the case of notes, however, they actually have a distinct height from the ground relative to my body. So whenever I hear like a high note, it's like up here near my head, and when I hear a low note, it's like down in my chest. And the heights of the notes remain unchanged, and it makes it pretty easy for me to figure out how to play songs by ears. I guess it's kind of cheating, but now for the texture that sound has, the easiest way to explain this is flute feels like a ribbon against my skin. You know how silky ribbons feel? Like that. Guitar sounds like very high-grade sandpaper, which in some ways can be a little unpleasant, but in other ways it can be, you know, a cool added effect to the music. The acoustic guitar doesn't carry that effect. The acoustic is different. Acoustic feels more like fabric than anything, like smoother fabric. So it's less sandpapery. The other synesthetic experience that I have is bright colors trigger the sensation of taste in my mouth. For example, this bright green color tastes like kiwi, and this pink color tastes like bubblegum. However, this darker red color tastes like cherry, and this other pinkish red color tastes like strawberry. Dark blue is blue raspberry, and light blue is a little like Pez candy, or Smarties, depending on what country you're from. And the last synesthetic experience that I have is sort of in a category by itself. Whenever I experience something that's nostalgic, like a childhood memory, or playing an old video game that I played as a kid, or, you know, just like remembering something from my childhood, I get the taste of Coca-Cola in my mouth. Probably due to the fact that I did drink a lot of Coca-Cola when I was a little kid. Anyways, the thing that made me bring this up is that I was watching fireworks on the 4th of July and having the color taste synesthesia being triggered, and I was thinking to myself how boring fireworks would be if I didn't have synesthesia. And then I wondered to myself, how many other people out there have synesthesia? And I decided to make this video and ask you. So if you have synesthesia, leave a comment or, you know, make a video response or something and tell us about your synesthetic experience. YouTube, I'll see you next time. Maybe watermelon wasn't a good idea.